Hi, I just wanted to show you the little altered calendar that I made into a journal. This is what I started with. It was one very similar to this. And it was very simple. Basically, all I did was I folded the front calendar cover into this line here. And then I folded the other page over like that. Some of them I went back in and folded the page again just to form a pocket. And I did that all the way through the calendar to the end. And this is the end result. I haven't finished making all the bits and pieces to go in it, but it has got an awful lot of pockets, and I used a ton of offcuts of pattern paper that I'd had hanging around for years. You could use literally anything that you have, magazines, covers, cuts out, scraps of paper, paper bags, whatever you've got. You could paint it. It's entirely up to you. So this is what I have so far. So I did a little waterfall thing going on here, and then each page opens out like so. There are a lot of pockets in these, and I've used so many scraps, so what I've tried to do is put them throughout so that it gives some kind of cohesion. So you'll see bits of this particular paper throughout the journal. There are pockets, belly bands. This was an old scrap of a gel print that I did probably about 4 years ago. And I used that in here with some washi tape and another piece of that paper. Over on this side, there are more pockets, a belly band, and I made this little wallet to go inside it. Like I say, I haven't finished making all the bits for that yet. And then on this side there are more pockets, and this is a lovely little thing that my friend Carol made for me specifically to put into this altered calendar. Got a little die cut envelope here. This flap, I just glued that down before I added this panel, just to have something that was a little bit different. Here, this one is a pocket, and then it goes over. This isn't a pocket, but it just carries the pattern over, and there's a little tuck spot behind this die cut postcard. This pocket, I made this one and stuck it on the top rather than fold it from the original calendar. And this one is a die that forms this triple layer pocket. Another pocket, and there's the final piece of that gel print. I just didn't want to waste it. These were smaller pieces. This one was just a corner off of a 12 by 12 that was still hanging around. I used some washi tape, and here I put a piece of card in and then put thinner washi tape over the top. Another little envelope, and this was just a square piece that I'd had from another project. Had been sitting on my desk for ages, and I thought that would be great for a little photo or some kind of image or a sentiment panel or something that you could change out whenever you wanted to. This one, I cut this pocket on the diagonal, so then I cut the image on the diagonal too, so that when the pocket, which is here, when that's empty, the image is continuous. Lots more pockets. There's a bit more of that paper that you saw in the front. And there's just loads and loads of pockets. It used up an awful lot of the old scrapbook paper. The one hint that I would say is if you're going to use anything that has a direction to it, always make sure to keep the binding on this side. And if you do that, you won't end up with some pieces upside down. I also was planning on keeping the little gizmo, the hanging thing that goes in here, because I thought it would be useful to be able to hang them up. But unfortunately, when I was making the cover, I just couldn't get it to work. It was so messy, it just looked dreadful. So I took it out and just made a little piece to go over the top. That's what it looks like now it's done this much. And I'm going to try the other one and try some different bits on that shortly. For those of you who still have your old calendars, I'm really hoping that you're going to give this a go, and I can't wait to see what you make.